The weather's been so bad this week. I've got out fishing once and I didn't do very well at all. I had quite high hopes for the spot as well. We were fishing next to a salmon farm and I could see thousands of salmon jumping in the cages, but I didn't manage to catch anything. So I'm out with the crab pots. It's about the only thing I can do in this wind. So hopefully we get something in these. That's the pollock bait we had in the last time a couple of months ago. I've just kept it so that we've got some really stinky stuff. I just kept it out in the garden. So I've got that old pollock, some old squid fishing bait that's been frozen and defrosted a few times. I've got some fresher stuff in the freezer now for using as bait for fishing, so that's going to go in the pot. And I've got some chunks of mackerel as well. So a nice mixture of baits. I found a deep drop off and threw in the first pot. I was fishing with 2 pots, so I wanted to have them a good distance apart. I walked along to the next corner with the other pot and threw it in an even deeper spot. I left them both overnight. The weather was even worse today, with rain and heavy hail showers. But we headed along to do some fishing anyway. I brought the other camera this time, so we could take a look at the pots underwater. Got some decent sized crabs, but I'm not sure if it's big enough. A wee velvet crab, a male. Get him back. And we've got a few brown edibles, 2 small and 1 quite a good size. Well, that's almost what we want. A male edible. He's 2 centimetres too small. They've got to be 15 centimetres across the back, and he's only 13. It's a pity too, because nice big claws he's got. That would have been tasty. But we'll get him back in and hopefully we'll catch it again in a few months. Right, off to get bigger. We've got a little female. You can see this apron, the triangle section, is a lot wider. That's a female. Far too small, that one. Another male, much smaller again, this one. Still good sized claws, but only about half as big as it has to be to keep. Quite often the crabs in the pot will fight and rip each other's pincers and legs off, but these ones have been well behaved and they're all intact. Just a pity that big one was a little bit too small for keeping. We've still got the other pot to pull up though, so hopefully we've got something in that one. This one's in a bit deeper. Hopefully that means there's going to be something bigger in it. Unfortunately, this pot had landed right on top of some kelp, and it hadn't been sitting flat on the bottom. When I pulled it up, I thought something like that must have happened. And that, 2 crabs, a velvet and a brown. And I thought that looked a great spot as well. It might not have been sitting right though, it might have been sitting at a funny angle or blocked up with kelp. I've put the underwater camera down so we should be able to see that. Another male. Pretty small. Still got a bit of mackerel hanging out his face. And we've got another velvet in here as well. This one looks like it might have been bullied off that other crab. Got a pollock carcass to rebait them. So I'm going to rebait them and just put them in different spots. I'll maybe go 50 yards further along there and 50 yards further along the other way. Almost got a keeper there. I'm going to leave them again overnight tonight and hopefully we can get something big. We put some fresh bait in and reset both the pots in new areas. Then scrambled back along the rocks to cast some lures for some pollock. Gonna do some fishing whilst we're out. Usual 80 gram metal lure on. I caught a decent pollock just out here when I was on the kayak before, but I've never fished from the shore here. Is that a fish? Fighting strange if it is. I thought it was a big clump of weed at first. I think I might have one though. I do. Oh, just lost it. Drag was fine. Damn it! I tried fishing a few different spots and we stuck at it even when the weather got a lot worse. It did brighten up again and we tried fishing at the end of this rainbow. There was no fish there, but eventually I did get a take. Oh, fish on! Just a little one. It's not a bad fish. Not a keeper though. Beautiful wee pollock. We'll get him back in. We forgot to bring them with us, but Lana did get a pie when we got home. The next day had terrible weather again, but I headed out to check the pots. Another little velvet. And a small male edible. Bit disappointing that one. Last chance. A good haul, but I don't know if that's a keeper or not. A little female. That one's definitely undersized. I'm going to measure this one. Pretty sure he's under as well though. It's a female with eggs. You can see them there under the flap, under her apron. Get her back in quick. It's another female, absolutely loaded with eggs. My male. Next time I get a good catch of these, I'm going to try and make a soup out of them. I've not really got a lot of time today though. When I get home I'm pretty busy, so not this time. But hopefully within the next few weeks we'll do a catch and cook with these. Just take them up and measure them just to be sure, but I think it's a little bit small. 14 centimetres, just 1 centimetre short. Brilliant size claws on them as well. We're getting closer, still no keepers though. I'm going to put the pots out again for a couple of days at a different spot further along the coast, and if we get anything decent I'll show that in next week's video. But no keepers again, despite catching two that were really close. It's going to be good when we finally get some. No keepers this time. We did come close with a couple of good sized crabs on both days. And it was good to get a fish. It was pretty hard work this week. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all again soon. Cheers.